I've been working all morning on my laptop and I'm feeling really achy in my shoulders and in my neck. And I realised that there are lots of us at home right now, instead of being at the office, working away, probably in areas that are not ergonomically set up for us, as it would be the case in our offices. And it's really important to make sure we take care of our own posture and ensure we ward off any of those aches and pains caused by long periods of time spent hunched over our computers and so on. I'm just about to do a little exercise routine to stretch out, and I thought I'd record it and share with you in case it's of use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch out the front of my hips. Now our hip flexors can get very short if we sit for long periods of time, and if they get short, we get longer in the back, and it means that we can come out of alignment and start getting lower back pain or pains elsewhere. So it's really important to make sure we're lovely and stretched out the front of our hips here. Now you can see I haven't got a lot of space, so hopefully you'll find that motivating to be able to work wherever you are. So for the first exercise, I take the one leg behind and I step forward with the other leg. Both feet are facing forward, and I bend that front knee, and I just want to check that my knee doesn't come more forward than my foot. So that looks about right. Pull my tummy in, make sure my upper body posture is good, and I'm going to just lean forward. I'll come up onto the balls of my feet on that back foot to get a better stretch out of the front of my hips, and then I take it back. So I go forward, feel that stretch. You can lean into it, get a little bit, push that pelvis forward if you're not feeling much of a stretch. And we just do 10 of those to really make sure we're nice, warmed up and stretched. Each time you go down, you may want to see if you can go down just a little bit more, but don't force anything. It's just seeing if you can just get into that area and really stretch that out. So once you've done, you can do 8, 10. If you feel particularly stiff, you may just want to hold it there for a little bit as well. Just breathe into it, tummy pulled in, so you can feel that loosening up a little bit. So you can do as long, well, however many you want to do on the one side, as long as you do the same on the other side. I would say about 10. And then you swap over. So again, just on the balls of the feet on that back foot, just check that your knees are not going to track over your foot and your feet are facing forward. Tummy's pulled in. And again, if your balance is particularly good, you may even want to do this exercise to challenge your balance. Or you can just hold on to the back of your chair or on a desk, whatever you've got close by. So again, do the same number. I think I did about 8 or 10. So we'll go down. Each time I can feel it just warming up, loosening up a little bit more. So about halfway through, go down until I can just feel a nice stretch again. Breathe into it, so you breathe in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And when you've done your amount, you just, if you want for that last one, just feel it stretching out. Lovely. Next I'm going to warm up my quads, and I'm going to do a Pilates squat. Now the squat, you keep your feet and your knees hip width apart, tummy pulled in. You come down and you're taking your bottom to the chair and up. Bottom to the chair and up. If your chair is particularly low, or you're feeling that that's a bit too much of a challenge for you and you're going to build up to that, I've got a yoga block, or you can use a cushion or a pillow, so you can come down and up. So your bottom is just gracing, you're not sitting down, you're just touching and up. And as and when you feel you can do a little bit more, you come down and up. You can Move those arms out if you want, get a little bit more movement. Pull the tummies in. If you've got problems with your knees, then maybe you prefer to just go down and hold and then come up. Let's just do a few more. Down and up, down, up. Lovely. So you can just hold, hold, hold. Probably feel yourself warming up a little bit there. So bring the chair in, sit down, small of your back, right into the corner of the chair. And we're going to now just do some lovely spinal rotations and get some stretching through across our spine. As we get older, or the more immobile we become, we lose spinal flexibility. So these rotations are really, really nice. So you take your left arm, so you make sure you're lovely and seated, posture's looking good. Take your left arm over onto the outside of your right leg, and you keep those hips lovely and still. Breathe in and turn around, lifting up out of the waist. You can hold on to the back of the chair, just stretch that a little bit more. If you want a little bit more of a rotation, you can turn that head to look over that shoulder. Keep breathing. And come back round and do the same on the other side. Right hand over onto the left, outside of the left leg, around. Look over that left shoulder. And back. Do that another couple of times. Lovely. You may find you want to do that a few more times, and it feels really, really good, nice and gentle, and by holding on you can just control that rotation. Next we're going to look at some extension and some flexion. So put your hands behind your back, breathe in, pull those tummy muscles in, and then you just take the hands are just holding and protecting your head as you lean back, just in the upper shoulders. Take those arms behind you and take the eyes to the ceiling. Just get a back extension, up, and then take it forward. So the elbows come over, and the chin comes to your chest. And you slightly start turning those shoulders down towards your hips. Breathe in, breathe out, come back up. Look forward, breathe in. Breathe out and start taking that back behind you. Back the shoulders and the elbows till your head's looking up at the ceiling. Using your hands to protect your neck. And we'll just do one more. And then we'll just go to our neck. So I'm going to take my right ear to my right shoulder. Feeling a stretch down the one side. Back up. Left ear to the left shoulder. And you may feel different on one side than the other. I'm feeling particularly tight on this right side. Up. Time to take your right ear to the right shoulder. Now if you want a little bit more of a stretch, be very careful with the neck. You may just want to gently use that hand to guide your neck. And for a deeper stretch, using the hands just to protect your neck. Turn that head to look underneath your armpits. Few breaths there. Come out of the other way you went in, so you look back up with the neck. And you take the head back up. Head over the other side. Just use the hand just gently, just to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Very gentle. Yeah, neck's very delicate. You breathe in, breathe out. Use that hand to guide your head as you try and look under that left armpit. To really get into some of those muscles in the back of the neck. Come out of it the way you went in. Up. Take your head and you look over your right shoulder. Back round. Look over the left shoulder. Back to the front. Chin to chest. Chin to the ceiling. And you're done.